Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Geno. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
2nd and 6.
Stroud. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this 35-0 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Here goes Stroud again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Uchenna-Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Stroud. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Sticking with Walker on second down. They find some open field here.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Stroud. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow, 22.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home. Just as he was letting that go, that could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Right there, 54.
They snap it to Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Throwing now is Geno. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
32.
On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Rolling to his right.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And some room to work. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
19 Tiger. Hey, check that streak. Ready?
Straight ahead, Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, 37 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is blocked by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check smash, check smash. Check. Hey, ready.
Smith.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready. 51, 51.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He's going to let it fly.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Black 40.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
On the counter, it's Walker. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Gino now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.